Oh, you're still awake. Matt told me the doctor had given you a sedative. I went down to the police station, and I gave a statement. It made me realize, Mom, it could have been you that was shot instead of... It's daylight. You really should get some sleep, Mom. Have you eaten anything?
He thought something was wrong with him, Amanda.
Well,
He never would have hurt me.
Well, if he would have...
He didn't.
It would have been my fault. Cameron had a gun.
So did Joe. So did everyone, apparently.
But I trusted him anyway.
So did Carl.
Carl hired him. He believed in him. I had no reason to trust him, but I did it anyway.
That's what people do, Amanda.
Yeah, it's like a red flag for me. You just show me a man that I trust, and there's got to be something. I should have... I wish I would have done something. I knew from the start when
Cameron...
Cameron...
will not bring Carl back, all right?
I just don't understand why Cameron would do something like this. It doesn't seem like him. I know we can be arrogant and very unpleasant. But a killer? If anything had happened to you... I'm gonna go out for a while. Will you be all right alone?
Who says that your mother will be alone? If I'm intruding, I'm sure your mother will feel free enough to kick me out of here.
Well, I guess I'll leave you alone. I won't be long.
Go get some breakfast. Rachel, I wish I could do more. Have you been working all night? Any sleep? Not in that bed, not alone. I guess I just never quite saw Carl. No one did. But they will. After you show them this. You've caught a tenderness somehow. Then, of course, you did. You're the one who found the tenderness in him. I know that. I probably was too critical of him near the end. If it hurts you too much for me to be here, I will go. I thought he was all right. I thought he was going to survive. There was so much love in his eyes the last time I saw him. But on the hill, it was as though he knew something was wrong. He loved me. And now he's gone. Have you eaten anything? I need to work. So you don't forget. I know about that with Luke. I was so afraid that I'd forget the details, you know, slope of his cheek, muscles in his forearm. I won't forget. It's in my fingers. Rachel, if I have done anything, said anything, it's just that I don't want any man, Carl or any man, to get between us. I was just so afraid when you were going to leave with him.
If we had left one day earlier, we would have been beyond all of this.
I know. That's true.
I promised myself I would never go through this again, not after Mac.
You know, after Luke died, I would forget. I would barge into the apartment, I'd call his name, and whoa, it would just hit me like it happened all over again.
I've been left behind again. And now I've got to get through it.
You will. I know you will.
Won't bring him back.
One day at a time.
Yeah.
If you need me for anything, you'll call me.
Yeah.
You just keep working on it, honey. You'll get it right.
Nothing is right. Nothing is right.
Unfortunately, the bakery only had cannolis left, so I guess we'll just have to put the candles in.
Don't worry about it. I'm not 12 anymore. I have everything that I need.
Hi.
And you are alive, and that's all that I wanted.
But when you were 12, you wanted a pony, and a little after that, you wanted the complete set of Nancy Drew mystery stories.
Well, finally, she's grown up, and she now knows what's important. Or maybe it's just that you want a rain check.
There are no rain checks.
I can't believe how strong she is.
She's been through this before. Lost the man she loved again, and she's got to start all over.
Hi, have you guys... Oh, now I've seen everything. Carl is dead one day, and you're having a birthday party? Only you, Amanda. Only you. You surprised you made the last few months of Carl's life a living hell. Why shouldn't you throw yourself a party?
Now get over yourself.
Girl, come on. Oh, now look who's coming to your rescue. Someone who also didn't make a secret of the fact that she didn't trust Carl.
Don't start.
This isn't going to bring Carl back.
Oh, God, Rachel, I'm so sorry. I'm...
This was my idea. Now make yourselves useful. Why don't you pour the coffee, Paulina?
Oh,
Felicia, we can put the candle on, and we'll spare you the song, Amanda.
and you're going to have to make a birthday wish.
Okay, I can do that.
I wish that Ellie were home. Oh, you said it out loud. That means the wish won't come true.
Oh.
I wish that someday you'll find as much happiness as I found with Carl and Mac. Excuse me. I'll get the plates.
Just as if they think that the fire at the ICU was intentionally set.
Yeah, it looks that way.
Well, Cameron was locked up at the time, so if the fire wasn't an accident, he wasn't the one who struck the match.
These are from the twins.
The twins went shopping?
The top one is from Elizabeth, the bottom one's from Corey.
Did you do this, Mom?
No. Carl gave you these. Everyone doubted Carl.
But you forget about that right now.
I can't. Because I was worried about him, too.
You were?
Yeah. Something was wrong with him, terribly wrong. Physically. After they took the MRI, they told me it was his brain.
His brain? Oh, my God. Rachel, that explains everything. Honey, you should have told me. Cass and I were so relentless with you. We would have been there for you and for Carl.
You're here now.
Yes. And I always will be. Always.
Whatever happened, we gotta find out the truth. There's a lot of money at stake.
There's more than that at stake.
Like what?
Like the man who's sitting in jail right now accused of shooting Carl. He might be innocent.
Oh, I don't like the idea of you and Amanda sitting up there discussing your latest theory on Carl.
Mom, I already told you, being right about Carl doesn't give me any pleasure. But I can't ignore the reality. And you shouldn't either.
You know, all I hear every time you talk to me is I told you so.
Well, I hate to see you suffer. It hurts me. I wish I could share your grief.
Well, you can't.
Well, I'd be lying if I said I felt any sadness that he's gone. The truth is, I feel relief. Because now he can't hurt you anymore.
Like you are.
You raised me to be honest.
Yes, I did. Didn't stop you from setting up Carl and lying about it. I also raised you to be sensitive. Maybe you'd like to work on that?
Oh, Matthew, hi. Hi.
Hey, Cass.
Oh, boy. What's wrong? What's happened?
Oh, every day something happens.
Well, we're here because we knew you might need a friend.
They just told me about what happened at Corey Publishing.
I'm sorry, Rachel. On top of everything else you have to deal with.
I've always loved it. I was saving it for Allie,
What do you mean you were
since she
saving
was
it?
her namesake.
What are you doing with it? Selling it or something? You don't need to do that for the company, darling.
I'm not doing it for the company.
Who are you doing it for?
It's for Cameron. I'm going to post his bail with her.
You don't even know that man.
You told me to trust my instincts.
Amanda, 2 days ago, you accused him of shooting Carl and trying to murder me.
I know, I may be making the biggest mistake of my life, but I just have this feeling that I can trust him, and I need to find out if it's true.
But look what you're doing.
They're my jewels, Mom.
Yes, they are, but you have your own money. Why don't you just write him a check?
That money is for Allie.
Fine.
Mom, when it came to Carl, you did what you needed to do.
Carl? There is absolutely no comparison between what you're doing for Cameron and my situation with Carl. I've been married to Carl
Mom,
for 5
Mom,
years. I know who he
need
is.
to do this. Whether you approve of it or not.
Amanda left?
Yes, just before you came in. And I'm sure you'll understand if I get to work on that matter at Corey.
Yes, absolutely.
What matter?
Someone absconded with the Corey operating capital.
My God. Well, how did that happen?
I'll get that.
Thank you.
I can't believe this. Well, let me try and help.
How?
Well, I made my deal with Corey. I could waive my royalties. I could have my next novel on your desk in 3 weeks, Rachel.
I don't think that's going to be necessary.
Were you expecting this, Rachel? I suppose I should get going and find out more about that money transfer.
Yes, please.
I can stay, Rachel, if you want me to.
I'll call you the minute I know anything.
Yeah.
Can you talk about it? Can you tell me what you're thinking?
Carl burning in the fire. God, I hope Bobby was unconscious.
Why don't you try not to think about that? Why don't you instead think about how much he was loved? Can you? Are you planning to have a service?
No.
Why?
He and I were alone in life. We'll be alone in death.
Rachel, I know you're feeling so angry right now, but don't isolate yourself. Please don't do that.
How can I not? There's not one person in this whole town who shared my faith in him, including you.
Yes. Yes, you know what? You're right about that. It's true. In the end. But don't shut out the rest of us. You're not alone.
I am.
I am not alone.
Rachel?
Believe me, I know how that one goes.
That's just it. It doesn't go.
Yes. Oh, yes, it does go. It's so bloody easy to go to that deep, dark place in your soul. And you know what you do when you get there? You tell yourself that no one else could possibly understand the loss that you are feeling. Well, don't go there, because you know what? You could get trapped in there.
Don't you understand what a miracle it is to love? And then when it happens twice, it's astounding. To find a man who wants to exchange souls. And then you become so much more than you were. You share a heart, a soul, and a body.
Don't you understand? That makes it even more of a reason to have your friends around you when you do say goodbye. Couldn't you try to let us comfort you?
There is no comfort.
Please, can't you try to give us all a chance?
You had your chance.
Carl touched many lives in many ways. All of us need to mourn him, too.
Including you.
Yes. Yes, including you.
You didn't even trust him. He didn't trust you at the end.
I was the one who brought Carl to Bay City in the first place. I would be lying to you, and I would be lying to myself if I couldn't admit that there was a time in my life that he was very important to me.
When I decide what I'm going to do, I'll let you know.
It's me. I need your help with Rachel.
Well done, didn't you?
Yes, I did. I want you to see that you're not alone.
When he was torn from me, I felt the threads of my life break.
Rachel, listen to me. Don't you know that I felt exactly that way when Luke died?
And I felt the same way when I lost Michael, and I'm still reeling from his death in a way that nobody else can understand.
You're not any different from us.
I feel different.
I know. And we do, too. It's the nights that are the worst, the dreams.
And you know what? It's the good dreams. They're actually worse than the bad dreams, because when you wake up, you're happy. You feel happy, and then you look over and you don't see him in bed with you.
And you're afraid to go back to sleep. I know. Because you're so depressed, you don't know what to do. I know. And you can't even cry at those times.
But I'm the one who's left. Carl didn't leave you, honey. He loved you. So did Mac.
And he left me too.
No, Mac died, Rachel.
He left me behind, and so did Carl. And now I feel so profoundly abandoned. I wish I helped Love. I can't stand the pain. And remembering how happy I was. And knowing how complete life could be. He's gone.
Why did Carl hire you, Mr. Guthrie? To do what?
And why are we learning about it just now?
You know, I have no idea. All I can tell you is that Mr. Hutchins and I had many meetings and many phone calls over the past several months.
Let's get some specifics here. I mean, we do have Carl's date book, so we can verify all of this.
Okay. Oh, boy. Carl called a headhunter in late March. We had our first meeting in Chicago a few days after that. And the second meeting was a week later at the Hotel Clark over lunch, which ended with champagne to toast my joining Corey Publishing. We then set up a schedule to get me up to date on the history of the company all the way through to its restructuring.
You know about the restructuring?
Yes.
Carl didn't tell me about you.
Carl struck me as a take-charge type of guy. Did he usually consult you with business decisions?
It's my company.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean any offense, Mrs. Hutchins.
It seemed that Carl had been keeping us more and more in the dark.
Amanda?
Mom, there's proof of it. There's a man standing in our living room that we've never laid eyes on before.
Is it possible that Carl was just waiting for the right time to tell you? Maybe he just didn't have the chance?
Well, now he'll never have the chance.
Actually, I do have a signed contract.
It's his signature. And the corporate seal. So, you're a consultant.
Carl was grooming me for a top spot.
Well, I would very much like to honor my husband's commitments, but I'm afraid Corey Publishing can't take on anyone new right now. We are in the middle of a financial crisis.
I'm sorry. Look, if there's anything that I can do...
Unfortunately, there isn't. So you can just come back where you came
Wait a
from. I'm
second,
sorry.
Amanda. He entered into this contract in good faith.
What contract? Working with your husband. But, no, I'm sorry, that's not going to happen. I'm also very sorry that your husband is dead. But I can certainly find another job.
Great. Well, if you excuse us.
When was your last meeting with my husband?
It was a dinner meeting on the evening of May 4th.
Right before he died.
Really?
Was he agitated or upset or anything?
Nothing that I could tell. We actually concluded our business early that night.
Well, if it was an evening meeting, what did you discuss for the rest of the evening?
Well, he actually loved to talk about his family, especially you, Mrs. Hutchins. He said that marriage to you was the greatest joy of his life. And, of course, he always had the snapshot of the twins, and, well, he didn't really approve of my single status very much. He said that he wasted too many of his own years like that.
That sounds like him.
Well, look, I've taken up enough of your time. I'm just glad that I had the pleasure of getting to meet both of you, and I'll get out of your way.
Where are you going to go from here?
Tonight, I'm going to go back to my hotel, and tomorrow I'm going to look for a job.
Mr. Guthrie,
Scott, please.
I would like to have you tell me more about your meetings with my husband if you have time.
I'll be everything to you.
He was?
You know, now that I think back, he did kind of catch me off guard at that last meeting of ours.
In what way?
Well, he got sort of intense, but you know, he could be like that. The meeting was almost over, and he suddenly said that he wanted to be assured that I was the kind of man that he could trust with his wife's and children's legacy. I'm sorry. This must be very painful for you.
Sounds to me as though Carl really believed in you, and I'm sorry we can't honor your contract.
No, don't worry about me. I'll be fine.
Hey, you two.
Oh, my goodness.
Hey. These are my children. Hey, you two, hello.
Yes, we're going outside. They love these warm nights.
Kind of got a thing for kids anyway.
That's Elizabeth and Corey.
Oh, hi. Hello, Elizabeth. Hello, Corey.
Corey's looking a little sleepy.
Oh, gosh, they're even cuter than their pictures. Yes, I know all about you two. How you were born down in the Keys and how you hate staying squash. Yes, I know. I feel like I know them.
Mrs. Hutchins, there's someone outside. He wants to see you or Miss Amanda. Excuse me.
What are you doing here?
I want to find out who shot your husband and why.
So do I. But I don't have the faith that my daughter has in you.
Hear me out on a couple of things. One, if there was a conspiracy and I was in on it, why did I end up in jail? Two, I'm a great shot. Now, if I wanted Carl or anybody else dead, I would have done it clean. He would not have suffered like that. Somebody set me up, and I want to find out who before there's other victims.
Did you know about this theory of yours?
Yes.
So what do you want from us?
I want my old job back. I want to protect this family. I want to do exactly what Carl wanted me to do. Is my room still available?
No.
I want to move back in.
Gun?
What if you were the target, Mrs. Hutchins?
No one has been able to prove that.
What if there are other names on this hit list? Matthew, the babies, Amanda?
Hey, I don't need a knight in shining armor.
Yes, you do, but that's not why I'm here. It was your money that got me out of jail, and I'd like to stay out. Now, the only way to do that is to prove that somebody else was behind the shootings.
And how do you intend to do that?
By asking questions that I don't think the cops ask.
Like what?
Whose idea was it to go on top of the hilltop? Where my gun was conveniently used and fired.
You could have followed us. You don't have an alibi.
I'm sorry, I can't make this easy for you. I really am, but I didn't do it.
Prove it.
That's just what I want to do. Now, put me where you can keep an eye on me. And in return, I'll keep an eye on you and yours.
And who's to protect us from you?
Why would you want to live here if we don't trust you?
I'm no saint. I've done some terrible things, but I'm not a murderer. Give me a chance to clear my name. I'll let you two talk it over.
Yes, who will believe me?
I don't think he's dangerous.
Oh, please, Amanda. He was accused of shooting Carl. You really want him to live in this house with us?
What if he's telling the truth? And what if our danger is really coming from somewhere else?
No, yes. Yeah, go on. Really, it's okay.
Well, they like you just fine. I'm going to run your tub, and then it's off to bed. It'll just take a second.
All right. Elizabeth and Corey, son. What? What was that? What? Hold on. I can call someone. Yes. I'm gonna have you talk to someone in a second. Hold on. Hey, I got a little surprise for you. All right, listen up. All right, go ahead. Say that again. What's that?
I think we should do it, Mom.
What? Have that man stay in our house with my children? I don't think so. Hey, you two. Are you ready for bath? Are you ready for bath?
Yeah, actually, their nanny went to start their bath, so yes.
Did you hear that? He said his first... He said Dada. Corey said Dada.
Take care.
It's peculiar being here. Again. So many memories.
Both good and bad.
Carl put so much of himself into this place.
Still don't understand how an entire fortune can be wiped out.
He didn't do it, Amanda. What on earth is he doing here?
I don't know. I'll go find out. Scott?
Yes.
I thought we were going to meet at the Harbor Grill.
Oh, we are going to, I hope, still. I actually came by with a crisis as well as a copy of my resume. Now, I've had dealings with several international corporations.
Yes, I know. I've checked you out. I'm grateful for the proposal. Be interesting to see what you came up with.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Amanda?
Are you seriously thinking of going?
Matthew.
Hey.
Hey, Mom.
Sweetie?
I
What
thought
are
you were
doing
going to be on a
here?
plane to New York. Oh, well, Matt couldn't leave without seeing you and Rachel first.
Hi, honey.
I heard that there was a staff meeting. How'd it go?
Oh, okay, I guess. Mom was great. Should have seen everybody was in a panic, and Mom walked in the room, started talking, everybody calmed right down.
Doesn't surprise me.
Now all I need is some money. What's that? What are you up to? Matthew. Unless you won the lottery. Is this the money you got from Carl for selling your stock?
Yep.
This is for your own company. You're going to start your own company.
Well, I found another use for it.
Honey.
How does it feel watching the people you loved being slowly destroyed? Getting a taste of what you did to Carl when you tried to ruin him and the Hutchins family? Well, it didn't work. Carl's still alive, and what was yours is going to be ours. And there's nothing you can do from that side of the grave to stop us. Nothing.
Corey Publishing means a lot, too. It was Mac's company.
Oh, Matthew. Okay, I'm going to accept this, but I promise you I'll pay you back everything, plus interest. Thank you, darling.
It takes more than financial problems to keep the Corey family down.
Grandstanding little creep. Okay.
What are you doing in here?
Oh, I just wanted to get a look at Carl's office before I left, and saw his picture. I lost it.
Meant a lot to you, thinking of working here.
He had such dreams for this place. For you. If you could have heard the love in his voice when he talked about Key West.
He told you about Key West?
Well, the two of you would be there right now.
Yeah. It's strange to me that he would tell you so much about me and not mention you at all.
I don't know why he didn't, but I wish he had.
So do I.
One thing I do know, one thing I can tell you, is the way he felt about you never changed.
Did he say that?
I got to know him quite well during our meetings. We thought so much alike. I didn't even really think of him as my employer. It's more like family.
Rachel, I'm going to miss you so much.
I'll call. You take good care of the twins.
Well, you know I will. Now, Rachel, this new guy, Scott. Yeah. Is he going to be working out of the house while you're gone?
No, I don't think so. Just today. Is that a problem?
Oh, of course not. But is there anything I should know?
No. But don't tell him where I'm going.
Gotcha.
Just say I'm out.
You got it. But what about me? I mean, God forbid something should happen. I should have a phone number.
You know the phone number.
I do?
I'm going to Key West.
Hey, it's me. Look, I can't talk long. I just want to let you know everything is right on track. I am in. Right, well, look, Rachel's fine. She's a strong woman, just like you said she was. And look, Mac's offspring, they're already circling and watching like vultures. Yes, but Rachel and the kids, they will be with you before long. I've talked to Rachel. She'll understand. Everything I'm doing, everything you've done has been for her. and the twins and your future.
You're going to Key West alone?
Yes, I need to.
But won't you be lonely with all those memories?
That's what I want. I want to be alone with my memories, not the memories I'm left with. The memories of Carl shot and burning in that fire, the paranoia and the secrets.
That wasn't you. It was Matt and Amanda.
But I need my memories of him back. The memories of the man that loved me and the twins more than life itself. The man with a twinkle in his eye spouting poetry.
I understand. I just wish you wouldn't go alone.
But don't you see, I need to. I want to be surrounded with my memories of the man I love.
Rachel, we'll be waiting here for you.
That's nice, darling. Because right now, it's hard for me to imagine a future without Carl.